Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I bring you guys a fun small home decor haul. If you guys are interested in watching some of the items that I recently picked up, please keep on watching. I'm just going to start with just whatever I have in front of me and then kind of just move on, to the remainder of the items. When I was out thrift shopping, I was not out there looking for anything special. I was just kind of browsing and kind of just went, just to see what was out there. And the first thing that I ended up finding, and I'll insert a picture if I do have a picture of how I currently have these style. I found the cutest ghost spoons. These were brand new, but at the thrift store. I thought that this little ghost was so cute right next to this. So I do have these currently in two different little utensil holders in my kitchen. I love the little wooden spoons on here. I usually don't go all out during Halloween. I do like to incorporate just like a little pumpkin or just like something very minimal, not too not too over the top, even though I should because it is my birthday month, but I don't. So I picked up the cutest wooden spoons, and I do have this one kind of peeking out of the utensil, and this one just says boo. So that was my first item, and these were, they were a little on the pricey side, I gotta say. They did want $9.49. And you cannot apply any coupon with these items. I don't know why, but I don't think I've seen these in the past before, so I just had to get my hands on these little guys right here. So adorable. I love the little wooden spoon, and the material on this is actually pretty nice, so very cute. And here's that one. So it was a cute little set. So that was my first item. My next item, I found the cutest butter holder, and it's not your typical butter holder where, everybody has like a cute little long one. I ended up finding the cutest small little butter holder, or not necessarily, even when you have a charcuterie board and it comes, you have like different kinds of jams or whatnot that you want to just maybe style on a cute little tray. I ended up finding this. This was only $2.49. I love how heavy this is, and just I think like on top of a charcuterie board, on top of a board with all your items, and then maybe just leaving this on the side or covered, or if you're gonna put butter or whatnot. Such a cute little statement, especially when having friends around or maybe family, and you bring out the charcuterie board and whatnot. Just such a cute little detail to add to all the wood, because I do have a lot of wood that I like to bring out when doing the charcuterie board. So a little pop of silver, thought it was so adorable. So that was my next item, and this was again $2.49. I'll kind of show you guys a little bit. So adorable. Love the color. So cute. Very cute. That was my next item. My next item, this was the other day. I found the cutest, I guess it would be like flower holder, or, I mean, I would not ever drink from here, but I would like to put like flowers inside of here. I thought that this was so adorable. I love all the flower details. Obviously, it's really, really old. I love the scallop on the top. So adorable. This was $4.49. I did just pop this cute little bush on here just to see how it would look, but I think that with maybe some real flowers it probably look so cute. Some small little flowers or whatnot, just kind of popped in your kitchen or in your living room or whatnot. But I thought that this was so adorable, and this was only $4.49, and it does has the scallop little edging at the bottom, and it has like different little imperfections that I love about this. And I'm usually not attracted to too many old dishware, but I have been finding the cutest little dish ware at the thrift stores with like the cute little flowers on there. Very not too bold, is very like settled, which is my type of decor, where it's not, you know, screaming too many bright colors or whatnot. So that was my next item, and this was $4.49, and I think that this would look so cute, just popped on an entry table, maybe in the kitchen, on top of a cute little shelves or whatnot, or even just on your kitchen island would be so cute. So that was my next item. My next item was the cutest little basket, and I could not, you know, let this stay at the thrift store. It was only $2.49. I love the color. I love what it's offering. I don't think I have one this color. So this would be cute just to be popped, maybe if you have like a cute little shelf in your restroom, just in there with some cute little towels, just fold up towels, or just somewhere, you know, tucked somewhere on the bottom of a console table. Maybe if you have like a little bottom piece where you can kind of just lay this in there, and maybe, I don't know, display some cute little small little books on here standing up. I don't know, but this was only $2.49, and I do love this braided detail on here, and I do like the color, to be honest. I don't know, I just thought it was so adorable, and this was my next item. So this was $2.49, not bad at all. My next item was the cutest, and I know I've been seeing these at like Marshalls and TJ Maxx, where they have these cute little wooden trays, but in the middle they have some kind of like Spanish tiles inside of them. Well, I ended up finding the cutest, you know, tiles, I guess, inside this wooden riser. So I already have these currently styled. So I found one day, and then I go to another thrift store, and I ended up finding the second one. So I just really, really love risers, especially when just styling in your kitchen or wherever. But I feel like, once again, these flowers are not too much. I have seen a couple tiles where it's just too busy for me. Not that busy is not cute, but sometimes it could just be a little bit overwhelming. It can clash with your, you know, your other decor. But these little settle flowers are very, very, like I said, not too busy. So I thought that these were so cute. And these were $2.49. And I love the little foot on each and one of these little risers. And like I said, I found these at 2 different thrift stores. What a coincidence that I found the same little pair at 2 different places. And like I said, I have seen these currently at Marshalls. I think I've seen some at TJ Maxx where they have like tiles inside of them. And I think that's, you know, something that's maybe might be, you know, in style right now currently. The next little riser that I found, which I thought this was so adorable, it reminded me like a waffle riser or whatnot. I found the cutest riser, and I already have this style on one of my shelves in the kitchen. I just, you know, kind of you know, it already had some decor in there, and it kind of rises it a little bit higher than the other decor, so it kind of looks a little bit more styled or whatnot. But I love the waffle detailed on here. I do like the little feet. This was, once again, $2.49. Not bad at all. And I don't think I've seen anything like this in the past before, where you have the little waffle. I don't know, it's so cute. I love the little details on there. So adorable. So cute. So that was my next item, and this was $2.49. My next item, I did find these at Hobby Lobby. I went into Hobby Lobby just to see what, you know, what new decor they had and whatnot. I didn't find much. There was some really cute frames that I saw, but nothing that I have to have. So there is quite a few cute frames out there, let me just tell you. But what I did find, which I have not seen anybody share, was the cutest. And I already have these styles. So the last DIY that I did on my last video, I already have some cute little candles, you know, from these little, they're like flowers, or I don't even know, but I just love it. Kind of reminding me of these little items that I picked up at one of my local designer boutique that it's right, here. So I just love how different they are. You can, style this with maybe a cute little candle. I do like them with darker candles. I know right now I have it with some kind of like purple or very light purple, which is not anything that I love, but I need to go pick up some more of these ribbed candles that I have, especially now that fall's coming. I just love the way these candles look when styled with your decor. I just think it just looks very elegant, not too much, not too over the top. But once again, this is iron, very heavy. So if you guys can see, they're very, very heavy. I did purchase 2, and these ones were only $3.79. I don't know if you guys want the candle item number, which I did save, which is 2560829. $3.79 I saved. I already took off the tags because I'm already currently styled. I have them styled already on that one DIY table that I did. And let me just tell you guys a little bit about that table. That gave me, it was such a pain. Seriously, it took 3 cans of Easy Off. It was not the easiest project I could have ever done. It was well worth it, obviously. I did have to go back once I had done my 3 cans of Easy Off with, the thickest sandpaper, or the roughest, which is, I think it was like 80 grit. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. But it was the toughest sandpaper to kind of sand up a couple of little spots that I felt like it was still just needed to be touched on and whatnot. But it was well worth it once again, and it was only $8. So when you guys are going to get yourselves into some kind of projects, make sure you guys know that it can be time consuming, and yeah, just a lot of chemicals, and I don't like really messing with a lot of chemicals, especially around my my Lola. As you know, she's always outside, so I try to keep things in a certain area and then wash it off with soap, water, and really try to get all those chemicals out of my my dirt and whatnot. But it was a little tough process, and it was hot out there. It was, I think we were 105 degrees or 107 that day that I did that project. So I was so hot. It was a tough project for me to finish. I believe it took me 2 days because I had to go run back to the store to go get some more Easy Off. And let me just tell you guys that what I did notice. So the first 2 cans, and I don't know if it was because the third one was already in the last process of taking off all the gunk, but for some reason the 2 Easy Off cans were not as powerful as the generic Easy Off from the store. So I felt like the generic brand worked better than the actual Easy Off cans. So I don't know if that made a difference or whatnot, but I felt like when I used the generic one, for some reason it really was like I can really see more of that gunk coming off and whatnot. So just FYI, just in case you guys are wanting to try or have a project, upcoming project that you guys want to use that Easy Off, just protect your little face, because I know it was such strong product to be messing with. My next little item, and I know the holidays are going to be approaching soon, so I ended up finding the cutest little I guess it was just just a cute little God, my mind just went blank. Little tray or whatnot. Trinket, it's my favorite word to use. Trinket for these little trinkets. It has some cute little trees some pine trees on the bottom. Those are what you use for the foot. This was only $1.49. I thought that this is so cute to just, stick somewhere when Christmas comes around. Since Christmas, like I said, it's coming and will be here soon. But I thought that this was so adorable, and I love the little feet that they did with the cute little Christmas trees. And yeah, so I just bought this for $1.49. And my last item, let me just make sure that it is my last item. My last item, I bought the cutest, I guess it was like a pot. It was a little bit of the mustardy yellow with brown. I should have taken a picture. I am so bad with not taking pictures. But I ended up painting it brown because, once again, I know Christmas is coming and it's going to come soon. I thought that this was so cute. I love the scallop detail, and this was only $4.49. This year, I don't want to overwhelm my house with too many Christmas trees. I know in the past I've done so many Christmas trees, but this year I really want to focus on the natural look of a Christmas tree, kind of like this. It's giving me, you know, something that you go up, you know, north. Well, here would be up north, and you know, you get all those cute little pines when you go out camping and whatnot. You really get that the feel of a pine. It really looks very realistic. This one I picked up a while back. I do love this, but I thought that, you know, sometimes putting it in a bigger pot just makes a cuter statement when styling. So I love the way this came out. And this little pot was $4.49. I kept contemplating because I do not need any more pots here, but my daughter said, no, just get it, Mom. She's like, it's really cute. She's like, you can paint it and whatnot. So I did decide to paint it the same color that I've been painting a lot of my glossy vases here at my home. And I thought that this was so adorable. Like I said, now that, you know, the holidays are going to be approaching soon. And then I did ended up finding a darker spray paint for, you know, some of my projects. I went to, I believe it was Home Depot, and I ended up finding a darker spray paint. So I ended up painting the same vase that I showed you guys last time. I think that it does need to be glossy a little bit. It was a glossy paint, but for some reason, I don't know why some of the spots are matte. So if you guys can see, it's not perfectly glossy. It's like very patchy, if you guys ask me. So there's glossy, and then there's, but I do like the color. Like, I love the color, the way it came out. I think that it makes me, if I just go and buy a spray paint that is just a glossy, so it might, you know, make this little vase that I purchased at home for $19.99 cuter. So this is what it's turning out so far. Not bad. I really like it, and I do like it better than what I had painted it the last time. And I was just experimenting. I didn't really know, you know, what color. I thought it was going to be really dark, and it ended up not turning so dark. So I really like this paint, and I'll leave it down below. I believe it's espresso. That's what it is. It's dark espresso. I think that's what it says. So I'm really loving that that espresso color. And yeah, so that's going to complete my haul. If you guys love this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ciao.